present the Oregon Panthers versus the Verona Lacrosse team. We are here at Stoughton Field, Collins Stadium, ready for a beautiful night of lacrosse. It's also youth night here at the stadium. We have a number of youth players attending. We've got close to 300 lacrosse players now in the Oregon community, both on the boys and the girls side. So we're thrilled to have them out supporting the varsity squad as they take on the Verona Lacrosse. Mike, I'm here as always with my partner Mike Kesnick.
Good evening, Jim. I'd like to welcome everyone once again, lacrosse fans, to Collins Field. What we should mention is, if there's a little confusion out there, Oregon and Stoughton have formed a cooperative team this year due to lack of numbers in Stoughton. This actually, Jim, probably began around the time of 2020 as things kind of began to crumble everywhere with coronavirus. However, it's a beautiful night tonight. We just heard the national anthem, and Jim and I just spotted a sandhill crane flying overhead. It was like a flyover, wasn't it, Jim?
That's correct. And I also noticed that Hal Rosenberg, head coach of the Wisconsin Badgers, is out there watching the game tonight. So we'd like to welcome Hal to the festivities, and we're excited for this this match. We've got a team of Verona Wildcats that actually quite a few of the players play together in the summer for a number of different teams, from Alpha to the Coyotes to the Phoenix. They've all played together for a number of years, so this ought to be a great time. I know the coaches are friendly. Alex Kramer coaching the Verona Wildcats, Kevin Bice coaching the the Oregon Panthers. So we're excited to get these folks back on the field and play some more lacrosse.
Yes, Jim, I must mention they are very familiar with each other. I was just mentioning earlier, one of the players, George Walliger for Verona, and my son Drew Kesnick play their very first lacrosse team in third grade together. So they've known each other for quite a while.
It's exciting to see that the sport continues to grow and the kids are staying with it. We've got an excellent officiating crew here for us tonight. We've got Adam Slager getting ready for the face-off, Seth Nide on the wing, Joe Romer on the far wing. Starting on attack, we've got, looks like Jesse Larson, Leo Schleck, and Drew Kesnick. Leo Schleck, Slager wins the face-off quickly, shot, goal. That's a quick, fast break. Adam Slager won the face-off clean, moved it to Leo Schleck, crossed the net, over to Drew Kesnick. That's how you run a fast break. Excellent lacrosse.
And it looks like, Jim, it was 3 passes, 1, 2, 3, and Drew with a little 2-iron there, and there you go.
That's a good way to start the game for the Panthers here, to get their energy up and rolling out of the gate. And again, I'd like to welcome all the youth lacrosse players here tonight. Looks like there's close to 50 to 100 lacrosse players here tonight, so it's fantastic to have them out.
And as I look on the field, I see our man George Walliger is back to a long pole. He's very versatile. He actually used to play goalie as a youth and did a lot of short stick this year, and he's done it all, and now he's back to close D.
Looks like Adam Slager comes up with the second draw as well. Seth Nidale come out and enter Austin Saunders onto the field. Starting in the goal, of course, Logan Leatherberry, who's having a heck of a season. He's just been a wall back in the net. He played exceptional last night against Sun Prairie. Continues to show you why he potentially is going to be one of the many goalie recruits out of that 24 class. On defense, we've got starting Luke Pugh, Luke Isley, and Adam Mickelson. Nice save by the Verona keeper. Good backup by Drew Kesnick. Looks like the ball's staying with the Panthers.
And I believe that's Jake Hagan in between the pipes in Verona.
Yep.
Another.
Drew Kesnick with the feed in the middle. Pass to Jesse Larson. Nice finish.
Yes, it was, and caught Jesse cutting to the net, and it's tough to keep up with that, and all you need is one step. I was just about to mention the goalie, Jake Hagan. As you and I both know, Jim, we used to coach and have known him for a number of years. He was one of the original Coyotes of the legendary Dane County Coyotes Club.
He and Logan Laffler, who will be off to play college lacrosse, number 13 on the Verona team, excellent defender. I think he was part of the original U11 Coyote team, and just exceptional. He and Joe Walliger were the Verona representatives.
Yeah, that's going way back.
Looks like another win for Adam Slager, although he flipped it a little bit too far back. That goes off of a Panther stick, Joe Romers, and looks like Verona will get their first chance on offense. Here we go.
Yep, I think Adam Slager was a little fired up on that, I'd say.
Eric Patterson comes in to play some short stick D-midi. Eric's been having a great year as well. Another one of those players that is versatile, can play long stick, short stick. Seth Nide with the check. Knocks it over the line. We've got...
It's Logan.
Here we go. We've got Logan Laffler carrying the ball. He's going to the goal. Good look at the doorstep. Shot and a goal. An assist by number 13, Logan Laffler. I think that was who do we have on the goal? Number 4 with the goal? Number 4 is Isaac Gormley, Tackman. He's a senior.
Sure, he's been part of the Coyotes and the Phoenix program, so the guys are familiar with him also. So you see, Jim, Logan, LSM or close D, he's done it all himself, and that play was made by the LSM, basically, outrunning our defense.
I'll tell you, Logan puts a lot of hard work in the offseason, always lifting weights, always trying to get better, works out at the TAP program, and that'll pay dividends when he heads out to Baldwin Wallace next year.
Certainly
where
will.
He'll be playing college lacrosse. Looks like Verona's going to come up with that face-off. They're pushing it down into the box. They've got control. He's getting doubled. I don't think Adam Slager took kindly to that clamp win, but it looks like he came back, played some excellent defense, moves it to Seth Nide through the crease. Leo Schleck with the pickup from the ground ball. Passes it up top to Drew Kesnick, down low to Joe Romer, and Joe Romer with a shot and a save by the keeper. Excellent save.
Well, look at that, Jim. Joe Romer shot the ball right under the cow catcher and in between his shoulder pads. Really in quite a dangerous spot. Pretty. Yeah, right there at the sternum / Adam's apple.
Thank goodness he wasn't hit.
I'm not sure how he worked the ball right there, but that's where it landed.
Looks like we've got him tied up here on the ride. It looks like it was clean clear.
That's something
they're
Jake...
still not in the box.
I was going to say, Jake Hagan can mention that on his resume. I've made an Adam's apple save.
Looks like they got in the box. It's a clear. So now we've got Joe Romer playing some defense. Good check. Adam Mickelson. Mike, what's Adam's nickname? I forget.
He is the surgeon.
The surgeon. That's because he's so skilled with his stick.
Yes, it's like a scalpel.
Yes, he steps through. That's a ball off the head of our defender, but picked up by Drew Kesnick real quick. Pass to Leo Schleck up top. Leo Schleck works his way in, pulls it back out to settle things down. Leo back right. Leo continues to work that corner. Now he's back center. He needs to get back at X. Comes around, feeds the middle, hits Jacob Cannon off the top of his stick. We got a scoop here. That's going to be Austin Saunders with the pickup. Austin Saunders steps in, takes a shot. Just a bit outside. Good hustle by Jake Hagan to get back to the line. That, of course, in lacrosse, the player closest to the shot when it goes out is awarded the ball. So that's why you often see a goalie running out of the net. Generally, you want to have an attackman back there to back that up. But that time, Jake Hagan, too quick on his feet, got possession for the Verona Wildcats. Now they're on the clear again with Logan Laffler. Logan Laffler, good knockdown. It's going to still stay with Black, but it was knocked down by Leo Schleck on the defensive end. Here we go. Coming in, Jacob Cameron playing defense. Austin Saunders on the field. And we've got, looks like Isaac Knutsen's back on the field. I know he was out for a few games with a hand injury. We're glad to see him back out on the field. Senior from Stoughton. Ball stays with Verona up top. Verona moving it to their top right. Looking to work the alley. Playing some good defense there, Austin Saunders. Nice slide by Luke Pugh, and it looks like it's going to be thrown away. It's going to be Panther ball.
Turnover. So with about 8 minutes left in the first quarter, Jim, the score's 2-1, Oregon.
Good clear to Luke Pugh. Luke Pugh again, a Stoughton native. Moves it up to Drew Kesnick, moves it over to Isaac Knutsen. Isaac Knutsen pulls it out, moves it over to Leo Schleck. We're going to settle some things down here. Wait till we get some subs.
So Leo's going to climb the ladder here.
Now we're going to get it over to Adam Slager. Adam Slager, of course, is known not only as a faux go, but a faux so. And for those of you who are not familiar with those two terms, a faux go is a face-off get-off. A face-off stay-on is a faux so. And that's why Adam's recruited by the Marquette Eagles. He's just one of the best in the country. He's proven that for years. He's gone out and played on the East Coast. He can play midi, and he can certainly face off with the best of them. So happy that they're part of this team. He's looking. He turns, shoots.
Oh, nice.
Goal. That was a nice fake. He looked like he was going to pass it up top to Schleck, turned and fired at the goal. That's a great finish by Adam Slager.
Yes, Jim. Almost a modified question mark dodge.
Correct.
Again, if you could explain the question mark dodge to our listeners.
Sure. Question mark generally occurs when a player comes from behind the net, moves up to a space that's called 5 and 5. So that's 5 yards north of the goal and 5 yards to one side. Generally, you can turn like a question mark. Imagine drawing a question mark where you fake inside and you roll back to the outside and take an overhand shot. Adam did a little bit of a modified move on that part, but it certainly paid dividends in getting it by Jake Hagan there on the upper left side of the goal. Little known fact about Adam Slager, he raises chinchillas.
I did not know that.
Yes, he's got a chinchilla farm at his house.
I would not expect him to do that.
Yes. Oh, there we go. Good clear by Joe Romer. Works it up to Schleck on the top right side of the field, who moves it over to Saunders at the top center. Saunders across over to Slager again. Slager has a short stick. This may be a dodge. Moves it back to Schleck behind the goal. Schleck becomes even with the net, finds Drew Kesnick cutting from up top, rolls back, shot. Good shot, good backup by Schleck. We're going to retain the ball for the Panther.
It was a nice roll dodge by Drew Kesnick. I got his hands free once he came around the other side.
Loose ball, picked up again by Schleck behind the goal. He's got a step on Lafleur. Double, passed up to Drew Kesnick, moves it all the way across the field to Joe Romer. Joe Romer feeds it back out to Adam Slager. Ball hits the turf, but it's going to stay Panther ball. A little bit of slopping passing, but we're going to get it hooked together. Ball moves up top to Drew Kesnick. Looks like a dodge from up top. He works his way into the middle. Looks for Jesse. Oh, goodness.
Wow.
That was a great fake. Jesse pretended to catch the ball.
Yes.
And it ended up rolling in past the keeper.
You know, Drew Kesnick has a lot in his repertoire. The changeup is one of them.
Yeah, I was going to say that was one of the slowest shots I've ever seen Droz take, but it did work.
That is correct. I've seen a lot of smoke and fire and heat come out of Drew's stick, but this time it was more of a changeup.
You got to give credit to Jesse Larson there for faking and turning his back on that pass to let it just roll right into the goal. I think that might be a set play they work.
I believe so, and then Drew knows Jake Hagan's tendencies, and I think, he just knows if you send one at him at about 18 or 19 miles an hour, he's not going to figure it out.
That's correct. Here we go, face off again with Slager at the X. Moves it over to Saunders. Saunders, excellent athlete. He's a punt returner for the football team. Looks like we're getting a sub here. Jacob Cameron's coming in. He's coming off an illness. I think he's feeling much better now. He looks like he's moving great, and he got a haircut. How about that? Jacob Cameron.
Yes, he had quite a nest going, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He had the flow.
Yep, he did. It was.
Ball's coming in with Drew Kesnick behind the net. Moves it outside to Adam Slager. Looks like they're clearing out a little space. Moves it over all the way across the top to Leo Schleck. Leo Schleck makes the move inside. Sees Drew Kesnick on the outside. Quick hitch. Rolls Logan. Oh, ball down. That's George Walliger with the snag and a fast break going the other way. Good back hustle by Adam Slager. He's not just a faux show. He's a face-off faux show.
Yes, that it is. He's a full show.
Nice. He's met by the net at Luke Isley. Luke Isley's checking Isaac Gormley behind the net. Move the ball outside. Carl Brooks on the man. It's side left here. Side left. Still side left. Up top left here. Carl Brooks still playing some defense. Locking off adjacent, it looks like. Making him move that ball. Pass is thrown out of bounds. It's going to be Panther ball.
Unforced error.
That's just good defense by Carl Brooks there. That was excellent. And the other players locked off on the wingman. Didn't give really that player an option to pass through. So ball's coming in. Luke Isley moves it over to Logan Leatherberry. Leatherberry in the goal, of course. Moves it across to the surgeon, Adam Mickelson. Adam Mickelson on the clear. Finds Luke Pugh. Nope. Bounces out of his stick. A break coming back the other way. They've got a full head of steam with the Wildcats. Moves it down to the lower right side. Oregon recovers quickly, and Verona's going to go into their offensive set. Ball's top center with Ben Anu. Now it's over to Jacob McAfee. Back over to Elijah Deleuze. Jacob Cameron playing defense. Nice move. Nice stutter. Nice move.
Well, good recovery by Jacob.
Yep. Looks
nice
like ball's
stick
going
check.
on. Looks like it was looks like it was shot, deflected, and remains the Verona Wildcat ball. Good defense. Adam Mickelson now out on number 14. Moves it across. Joe Romer playing some defense. With 3:40 left, it's 4-1. Verona on offense. Joe's playing some good defense there.
You know, the double team, they have to get rid of the ball.
Moves the ball up top. Switches side. Jacob Cameron again on defense. Nice feed in the middle. Pass, shot, goal. That was a beautiful goal. Scored by Jacob Mahaffey. I think Verona had some great ball movement there. Quick give and go. Caught Oregon on their heels a little bit. And a nice shot in the lower left corner. So I give Verona credit on that goal.
Yes, it wasn't as if he was wide open. He got the ball in a little bit of space, and he utilized what little space he had.
I just think that's good lacrosse. Good lacrosse.
Correct. He was able to get the shot off, and there you go. So with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in the first quarter, it is 4-2 Oregon over Verona.
Here we go with another faceoff. Seth Nide on the wing. Eric Patterson on the far wing.
I should mention, Jim, Seth Nide had a slight scare in the game last night where we thought there was an injury, but it turned out to be more of a scare.
Great face-off by Adam Slager. We're kind of coming to expect that out of Adam. Again, major chinchilla farmer.
Yes, I would have looked at him more as a chipmunk guy.
Yes, but for years he raised a lot of different rodents, and he ended up settling on the chinchilla.
They are very soft.
They do make excellent, excellent pets. So that was a good shot by Drew Kesnick, saved by Jake Hagan.
See, I think Drew shot it a little too quick there. Had he done another 20 mile an hour,
shot.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we look for.
You got to know for Jake's weaknesses, and it's
All
the
right,
slow roller.
Logan Lafler on the break again. He seems to be finding his way across midfield often. Seth Nide is on the ball. A little loose pass there.
There goes
It's
Austin.
going to be picked up by Austin Saunders, and goodbye. Here we go.
Yeah, head of steam. They've got numbers.
He's got numbers. He's got Drew Kesnick on the wing. Good fake shot there. I think he was going for a Drew Kesnick off speed there.
I think you're right. That's the word is out now about Jake.
Good hustle, Leo. Leo Schleck gets up there. That's all right. He stayed on side. Seth Nide again covering Logan Lafler. I think there's a timeout by the Verona Wildcats.
So with 2:19 left in the first quarter, Jim, it is 4-2 Panthers over
The Wildcats.
Yes, thank you.
And I'd like to thank our sponsors tonight, the Oregon Community Bank, and of course Stoughton Health. And of course we're thankful to have Jordan here with OCA Media driving us, getting us all situated, getting us set up for this lacrosse game tonight. We can't thank OCA Media enough. And for all your local sporting and other activities, go to www.ocamedia.com.
Yep, I'd also like to thank the Old Stone Pet Lodge as one of the sponsors for Oregon Lacrosse.
Yeah, Ron and his team does a great job for all your pet needs. We've been using them for years. Wonderful, wonderful organization. Looks like we have, again, a number of the youth players here. They'll be out on the field at halftime having some fun. I know that looks like the referees are going to be doing some stick checks while we have a timeout. That's often the case. So when they check a stick, they check for the length. They check for the bend. They check to see if the ball stays in the
pocket.
And for those of you who don't know, the pocket cannot be any lower than the width of the ball. So that's what they're looking for. They're also looking to see if you've pinched your head. If you've pinched the head too much, oftentimes it makes it difficult for a defensive player to knock that out of your cross. So oftentimes the head of the stick, they measure across, they measure the length of the shaft. So those are some of the things that they're looking for. It looks like both sticks have checked out. That's good to see. And again, we're coming back here with 2:19 left in the first period. Of course, there's 4 periods in lacrosse, and this is our just first of the evening.
Well, I'm glad it turned out to be another beautiful evening. The rain has held off.
Every night's a good night for lacrosse in my book, Mike.
It certainly is. We have mentioned in the past, Jim, how the lacrosse has really grown in this area. not just Dane County, but in the Midwest and, in the country. It's little known fact, it's the fastest growing sport on 2 feet.
Well, it's the fastest growing sport. Right now it's the most being added at the collegiate level for both men's and women in the last 5 years. And as you mentioned, they consider this sport the fastest sport on 2 feet. And of course, this is truly America's game, and it's also the Canadian national sport, but it was brought to us by the Native American population here in the United States.
Well, we've got some of those here in the state of Wisconsin.
I know they still play quite a bit up on the United Reservation, which is wonderful. They have a high school team that's represented here in the WLF. Some good defense played there now. Ball's moving up top. We're back at play. Joe Romer playing defense on the top left side. Looks like 14's coming in for a dodge. Joe stands him up at the box, moves left, passes back cross crease. Luke Isley on the ball. Good check.
Nice stick check.
Nice takeaway. Luke is carrying. He sees Joe Romer at the midfield. It's still going to be Panther ball. Seth Nide with the pickup.
I believe there's still numbers.
Seth brings it down. Looks like they're going to probably settle it down. Get our offensive set in. Oftentimes this play is called yellow. Many people don't know what yellow stands for. Yellow means hold off. We got to get our players switched. Seth Nide with a great fake there. Moves it down low. Leo Schleck with the handle. I like the idea. Seth faked running off the field and then came back on the field.
The fake yellow.
Yeah, the fake yellow.
Really a green.
There we move it over to Drew Kesnick, back behind the net. He's at X. Looks like he's setting up for a dodge. He's going to be coming up the left side of the goal. Pulls it out, settles it back in. Looking for a feed. Now he's going to try the right side. Spin, pass in the middle to Jesse Larson. Swept up by Jake Hagan. Looks like it's going to be, we stepped in the crease. It looks like it's going to be a Wildcat possession. Going back to the Wildcats. So
45 seconds left in the quarter.
Looks like it's clear. Good hustle by Drew Kesnick on the ride. Joe Romer picks him up when he gets across the midfield line. Good defense. Good defense. Nice. Got to move the ball up here. We got to find someone open here.
30 seconds.
30 seconds to Jacob Cameron at the midfield. Little loose here. Oh, right in the back of the head. We got to throw a flag there. That doesn't seem safe. There we go. That is a flag. It's going to be man up.
Possession.
Oregon. What happened there was that's a legal contact to the head, or it's a 30-second technical push. I'm not sure what he's going to call there. Regardless, the Panthers are going to be man up for the remainder of the period.
Then, Jim, they may work for one good shot. I believe some of the listeners may not know, if we have possession of the ball as the quarter runs out and it's a man up, it's not going to be a face-off the next quarter.
It'll be retained possession. Whoever controls the ball when the quarter ends in a man-up situation.
Although with 20 seconds left, I think we're going to get a shot off here.
I would hope so. We can run a man-up where we get a shot in 20 seconds. So it moves over to Leo Schleck, move back up top to Adam Slager, over to Drew Kesnick, and Drew Kesnick's not going to let that pass. That's a nice finish.
No, straight fire. That's
Drew Kesnick's, I think, third goal tonight?
I believe so, yeah. He... Again, if he catches it at 5-5, I believe your Vegas types are not going to tell you to put your money on the goalie in a situation like that.
Not with Drew shooting. Drew, of course, is heading off to Detroit Mercy next year.
Lord have mercy.
To have a spot on the D1 lacrosse program in Detroit Mercy. They, of course, play some of the best teams in the country. They play Michigan, Ohio State, Marquette. He's going to get his share of lacrosse next year.
Well, we mentioned Notre Dame and Ohio State.
Absolutely. He's
and another team some people might know, Jacksonville, which is on the rise, is now joining their same ASUN league next year.
Oh, and they've got a nice handle by Kesnick. Shot in another goal. Somebody's going to have to roll him in the river. He's on fire.
Yeah, in Fuego with 2 seconds left. That is... that's, if there is a backbreaker with 2 seconds left, the only other thing I can think of is if you do it with 1 second left, which, by the way, we have seen.
That's right.
I believe your son Leo has done that with, I want to say, 0.3.
Yeah. Well, I think with Adam Slager at the action, you can never know what to expect.
Yes, with 2 seconds, watch. I'm not counting them out.
I'm not either, but I think what we're going to end up doing here is just running this period out. And that, of course, does away with the penalty. And now we're back to even strength. Adam Slager with another face-off win.
Yep.
That'll certainly help his face-off percentage. And again, at the end of 1, we've got the Panthers 6 and the Wildcats 2. And again, we want to thank OCA Media, www.ocamedia.com. And we want to thank all the fans for coming out tonight and supporting lacrosse as a whole.
I'm saying hello to the Hall of Famer, Hal Rosenberg, right down there at the mid-stripe. So, Jim, there's 2 Hall of Famers here, including yourself.
Well, I wouldn't go so far. I don't know if I could be in the category with Hal Rosenberg.
You know, that is rarefied air, I must admit. However, I'm sure when your eligibility is there, you will be a first ballot inductee.
Well, I sure appreciate that. I love the sport. I love the game, and we're just excited to see a lot more kids out here playing it.
Well, and you are a true ambassador for the sport. I think the inside word is it's kind of like a Kevin Bacon situation. There's 6 degrees of separation. Everyone knows Jim Schlick somehow in the lacrosse community, and I'm not just speaking of Dane County or Wisconsin. I'm talking nationally. Heck, let's just call it what it is, internationally, right? I bet you go up to Six Nations Canada, right? There's going to be someone go, hey, Jim, how you doing?
Well, we've had a few experiences like that where we've come across kids that played against some of the Dane County Coyote teams from the Evolve program. And I believe they only lost 1 game that year, and ran across a parent from the Hill Academy up there in Toronto that said, yeah, we only lost 1 game when we were youth. It was to this little squad from Dane County called the Coyotes. And, of course, that was our group here, and many of those kids on both sides of the ball were on that team.
Yes, and you were coach of that team. And, that's got to make a coach or a volunteer dad is what many of these coaches are. That's got to make one feel proud when you just happen to run into a guy from a different country. You're making small talk, and he mentions that the only game that he's ever lost in 40 games was to some team out of Wisconsin. Well, guess what? You ran into the Dane County Coyotes.
That's right. We are back to the second period. Of course, we're going to be switching ends here as we do at every quarter in lacrosse. We've got some terrific coaches down there for the Panthers as well as the Wildcats. I'll tell you, Alex Kramer does a heck of a job with that Verona program, not just with the varsity and the high school program. He runs the full youth program. He runs the club organization. It's a real treasure for Verona to have a coach like Alex involved in the program. And I think the community is lucky to have him. And I will tell you, keep an eye on these Wildcats. In another couple years, they are going to be a very, very strong program to contend with.
Yep, he has added value, hasn't he not?
He sure does. He also coaches the Alpha program in the summer. He's one of the founders of that program. He and Billy Spagnolia from the Waganago program, and I know that Kevin Bice with Oregon often coaches with that group as well. So here we go. Ball's coming in top right. Adam Slager with the dodge at the midfield. He moves it, rolls back to the center. Looks like he's going to take a shot. Good save by Jake Hagan. Rebound goes to the Wildcats. Now there's going to be a heavy ride. Slager
nice
gets his own rebound,
check.
feeds it back to Joe Romer, moves it over to Drew Kesnick, who moves it to Austin Saunders. I like to see the ball movement. Again, what I like to tell kids when we're playing lacrosse, nobody's faster than the ball.
That's right. Haven't met the kid yet.
That can outrun the ball. So here we go. Drew Kesnick bringing it in at X. Adam Slager goes down to set a pick. Joe rolls around, and let's just say that's a
pipe.
Oh, that's a great shot. Drew Kesnick chases down his old rebound off the pipe, but I thought that was going to be another goal for Drew.
Yeah, that's the goalie's best friend, as they say.
Oh, the ball goes down at midfield. Looks like George Walger is going to pick it up. It's ridden by Schleck.
2 former Coyotes.
Teammates, friends. Oh, good ride. Over to Drew Kesnick. Drew Kesnick with the pickup on the loose ball. Gets a touch, settles it down, moves it out to Schleck. Schleck's on the top right, moves it back down to Drew on the right. Looks across the crease. Lake Rui feed. Oh. Great save by Jake Hagan. He steps up, just shuts the door on Lake Rui.
Snuffs him out.
Another 2 pair of former teammates.
Coyotes again.
They're moving the ball up the left wing on the clear. Leo Schleck goes over to play some midfield defense. Now the ball's coming in. Isaac Knutson on him. Joe Romer with the pickup. Picked up by Isaac Knutson. He's being ridden. He settles it down. We got to move it into the box. Get a touch. Looks like Austin Saunders has it. Needs to ride it into the box. Failure to clear it, looks like.
Well, they didn't get the 20 seconds.
Oh, I believe there was a timeout called by Kevin Bice.
Correct, timeout. Well, I think that's why the coach called the timeout, Jim, is they only had a couple seconds left.
That's a smart call by Kevin Bice. Good use of his timeout. Why give up a possession when you have a timeout in your pocket? Excellent call by Kevin Bice.
Yep, and you can see, Jim, Kevin's got a lot of experience. You know, I believe he was coach of the year in the conference last year?
He was, and he's been with 3 different high school programs in the area. Brings a lot of experience to the game. He also helps coach with the Wisconsin team. Their top team, the red team, they actually just won the GLL tournament, the Great Lakes Lacrosse League tournament, defeating Notre Dame 10-9 in an overtime battle down at Bree Stevens Field. So it looks like we're going to get back into play. They're calling the timeout over. It looks like we're going to get back on the field. It will be Panther ball on the wing. We still do need to get a touch into the possession box. We'll see who starts with the ball and how much time we've got left to do so. Out on the field now for the Panthers, we got Joe Romer, Drew Kesnick, Adam Slager, Lake Rui, Leo Schleck, and Austin Saunders. And on defense, we've got Luke Isley, Adam Mickelson, Luke Pugh, and the wall, Logan Leatherberry.
Excuse me.
Here we go, ball's coming in. A little bit of a breeze here tonight. You can hear it in our sets, our apologies. But we can't be more thankful to both athletic directors for Oregon and Stoughton for bringing this co-op together. It's just been tremendous. The kids have melded so well. They're having a lot of fun, and they certainly would not have the opportunity to play at facilities like these had these programs not come together. Drew Kesnick with a drive from behind the net, rolls back to Leo Schleck on an inside roll, shot saved by Hagen.
Yeah. Speaking of facilities, Jim, I understand this facility is due for an upgrade to synthetic turf field starting this summer.
That's right. Stoughton has made the choice to move this to a turf field, which is really exciting. They've allowed us to play quite a few games out here this spring, let us tear up the field, and I don't know if that would have happened in years past. So we're very thankful to the Stoughton Athletic Department and Stoughton in general for hosting us here tonight. Good roll by Joe Romer. Joe moves it into Drew Kesnick, shot and a save again. Hagen with a foot save. Jake's been using his feet in the last few shots very well. Here we go, loose ball. Adam Slager's going to come up with that ground ball. No surprise there. Here we go, moves the ball, top center. Austin Saunders shows that he's going to dodge, pulls it back out. He's going to pull that midfielder out and run him. Looks like he's going to sweep here to the from the right to the left. Dodges one pull, shot pass down to Drew. Ooh. Again, Hagen with the slave. Good backup with Leo Schleck. Leo Schleck will be bringing in from the back left side of the field.
That's a tall order on the goalie. When again, Drew had both his hands free.
Jake's an excellent keeper. He stepped up. I believe he's Jake college bound. He's going to be playing someplace next year too.
Yes, he is, and it will come to me. I believe it's Georgia. I want to say somewhere in the state of Georgia.
Slip. Leo fell in the crease. Looks like Leo Schleck fell in the crease. Slipped on the turf.
That's why we need the new synthetic field turf.
That's right. I'm going to ask him not to wear his tap shoes for lacrosse either.
Yep.
So there we go. Nice move on the clear. He's kind of stuck there. No place to go. Feeds it to Luke Pugh, and it looks like it's going to roll out the end line, and it's going to be Panther ball.
8 minutes, 17 seconds left in the half. 6-2 Panthers.
Here we go. Luke Pugh on the clear. Luke Pugh moves it up to Austin Saunders. Again, an exceptional athlete. Kick returner, running back, receiver for the football team. He's heading out to play college lacrosse at Arizona State University with his teammate Joe Romer, number 7.
It's a nice place to be, isn't it?
Beautiful location, and what a great program they're developing out there. They are part of the MCLA program, and that Pac-12 group is continuing to grow. That's a great move by Saunders here. Shot save again on the crease. Rebound out front, fighting for the ball. Not sure who retained it, moved it back to Jake Hagen for a clear. Nice job by the Wildcats and getting it out of the middle there and getting it back to their goalkeeper.
And Jake Hagen has a number of saves so far.
He's keeping him in here. I think this could be a much more lopsided game if Jake wasn't having the game he is.
No, I agree with you.
Logan Laffler on the clear. Again, ran right by Lake Rui. Former teammates again. Logan stepping up, got a touch. There we go. moves the ball up top. Seth Nide on the ball. Seth is a takeaway specialist. He's playing, I think, long stick midi. He plays very much a predator style. He goes out there and he's going to make you work for every step you take. His goal is to make you not want the ball.
Yep, and you can see that with the way he utilizes his 80 inches of titanium right there, Jim.
That's right. And again, excellent switch there by Luke Pugh. Ball's coming up. Joe Romer on the clear. Way to use his body. That was an excellent play.
Part of his hockey upbringing.
That's right. Joe's an exceptional hockey player, great linebacker on the football team. Just as a three-sport athlete. Again, he's going to play lacrosse at Arizona State University as well. Ball comes loose onto the offensive side.
Luke Pugh.
George Walger fighting for the ball there for the Wildcats. Luke Pugh's on the offensive end there. Loose ball.
Again, another three-sport athlete. You know, Jim, it's amazing with the number of three-sport athletes on this Panther team.
Yeah, Luke Pugh is a football and a wrestler. I believe he's going to play college football. So Verona ball up top. The surgeon, of course, out there throwing checks. Adam Mickelson.
Who will be a Badger next year.
He's going to play for the legendary Hal Rosenberg.
Yes.
Ball moves up top. Number 30. Moves across. 31.
Well, Jim, I must admit, although Oregon has basically been in possession of the ball most of this game, it's still only a 4-goal game. As we know, in the sport of lacrosse, you can rack up a number of goals in a hurry.
Yep, it's a very much a momentum game. So you get a few goals going, it's real easy to get a couple more, and all of a sudden this is a tight ball game. We've had our chances. Jake Hagan stepped up. We've missed a few. It's just, I still think that they're battling. That's a credit to Alex Kramer, their coach, who continues to get these boys fired up to play every game.
I tell you what, though, Jim, the numbers have been lopsided as far as shots on goal. I believe Logan Leatherberry has made, 2 saves, maybe?
Correct. And they've had, 4 shots?
4 shots.
Yeah, so it's that's hard for a goalie, though. I'll tell you, if you don't see a lot of shots, it's hard to get in the rhythm. It's hard to see the ball. And both of those shots that went in were excellent shots. It's not like he was letting in any leakers.
No.
He just, as a goalie, you got to face a few shots to get your rhythm. And when you only see 4 shots, it's difficult to find that rhythm as a goalkeeper.
Yes, and this is coming from a former goalkeeper, if the listeners don't know.
Well, I stood in there and took a few lumps, that's true.
Yes,
But,
and we've always heard that lacrosse goalies are of a different breed, is I think the term. And, Jim.
That's another way of saying not so bright. I get that. I
wasn't wanting to be too offensive, but no. I always going to use the words brave.
Brave and stupid is a great way to describe
this. They could be interchangeable at times. It's happened to me.
There's a fine line between brave and stupid.
Yeah,
there really is.
Still trying to find that line.
Yeah, I think a lot of folks try to figure out that line.
Well, we're having fun, aren't we?
Yes, we are. I love this game. Good defense down there. Isaac Gormley pass shot. Good knockdown by the defense. Blocked by the defense. Again, Joe Romer's probably taking a few hockey shots like that too. Look at those wheels, though. Look at him clear.
He's on a roll right now.
He's on a tear. On a tear.
Got a guy on X.
Fiddlestick just missed.
I'm thinking it got tipped. No,
I don't know. It just seemed a bit out of reach, unfortunately. If it was tipped, they're still giving the ball to the Wildcats. So I'm thinking that it may not.
It wasn't.
Here we go. Logan Lafleur again heading up the sidelines here. He's been the human clear tonight. He's been moving the ball out of that box himself.
3.5 minutes left in the half.
And again, not a big score change in that. It's been a low-scoring quarter on both sides of the field. Good pass. Looks like it's going to be picked up by Luke Isley. Moves
unforced error. You can't have unforced errors against the Panthers.
Drew Kestnick finds Aiden Teasman right in the middle of the field. Great check by the Logan Lafleur. Looks like they're calling him in the crease. Looks like Aiden Teasman stepped in the crease.
Well, that's too bad because Leo Schlick had just picked up the ball and he was basically 4 yards away. There wasn't going to be a save on that one. I just could.
No, I agree. But that's all right. We're going to kick the ball back here.
Oh boy!
Oh, it snuck through. Shot and a goal. Yeah. Again, like we said, 6-3. 6-3.
Yep. The momentum does swing. I mean, here you had Drew found Aiden Teasman right on the crease. It's basically a 2-goal swing, right?
It is. It really is. It's when you see the ball slip through on a clear like that, Jacob McAfee was in the right place at the right time. I think that's his second goal tonight.
Yes. Yep, and he put it in close shoulder. That's a hard, as you can attest to, Jim, as a goalie, that's a hard shot to save right on your off shoulder.
Inside pipe. That was a great shot. We need to start putting the biscuit in the basket, Mike. It's the round, it's a square rectangle with the orange paint. We've got to start putting it in there. Here we go. Adam Slager with a great face.
Is that a new geometry term, Jim? The square rectangle?
The square rectangle, that's
yes,
correct.
I believe, geometrically speaking, I believe it's a 6x6 square. But
and again, I want to throw out, these two teams have such strong camaraderie.
Yes,
which is another term that we like to use here in the booth.
Yes, it's kind of similar to strategery.
Exactly, and our strategery has just been a bit off, but our camaraderie has been excellent tonight.
Yes, and
good ride by Leo Schleck.
I got to mention
the turnover.
The winner of this game usually gets the
Leo
ceremonial
Schleck on the drive. He has Lake Rui in the middle. Oh, he looks like he's taking it himself in a goal.
There it is.
Nice job.
Yes,
nice job.
Bounced it in.
Yes.
Leo Schleck was not going to be denied there.
No, and many don't know that Leo Schleck also runs a shoe business. Want to put a plug in for that.
Yes.
Schlecktacular LLC for all your shoe needs. Leo Schleck is a sneaker and apparel reseller.
Ooh, would he have anything for a dad like myself?
I'm sure he would. You just need to check out his website.
Okay, I will do that. I've been told I'm hard to shop for.
He's an entrepreneur. All right, here we go. He's also an Aquarius.
So am I.
So am I.
Yeah,
How about that?
Small world. We've been saying the lacrosse community is tight-knit.
That's right.
Now we know that we're all Aquariuses here.
The Aquarii.
Yes.
All right, here we go. That's going to make it 7-3 with 2:23 to go.
Aquarii. Is that like strategery?
I think that's a plural for Aquarii.
I would think so.
Kind of like octopi.
You kind of, yes. You are a man of much knowledge, Jim.
Here we go. Austin Saunders on the drive in. Again, it goes without saying, Adam Slager with another face-off win. Drew Kesnick comes in on the midfield. He's going to make a dodge to the outside. Let's see, they're doubling, moves it back to Leo Schleck up top.
And the Panthers need a goal before the end of the half here if they're going to have any momentum at all. It's a minute 55 seconds left in the half.
Adam Slager brings his man to X. Again, this is called an inverted set when you bring a midfield down behind the note. That is a textbook question mark dodge. Rolls back, passes across to Jesse Larson. Jesse Larson with a shot, and Jake Hagan stands tall once again.
Wow, he's brick wall.
Impressive half. Oh, great ride by the Panthers again. Adam Slager with the ground ball. Loose ball.
It's loose.
Loose ball. We got a midi. Seth Naide's jumping on the field. Oops, he didn't see that coming.
Yeah, no.
And I think that's a fair call. I think they're just calling that because, they called
timeout. I think Alex Kramer saw Seth Naide coming at his, that was, it would have been I think Seth Naide held off a little bit there.
Yeah,
that would have been a blind side.
Again, that shows Alex Kramer's coaching experience. Smart call. Knew his player was in trouble. Knew that somebody was coming off the bench. Seth Naide like a freight train.
Yes,
I've seen him hit like a linebacker, so I think that was a great call on all fronts. So.
I agree with you. There was potential there for a fillings rattler, as we say.
And Craig Slager enters the field. He's waving up here. He's proud of his son's efforts tonight.
Should be. I don't believe his son has lost a face-off unless there hasn't been a violation, has there?
Craig looks like he's got a chilled head. His wife's throwing him a hat.
Oh, geez. He's getting old nowadays, isn't it?
Yep. So it looks like Craig's going to put on his wife's hat.
Oh,
nope. Now he threw it up and stuck on the roof.
It appears this isn't the first time she's thrown some of his clothes out the window.
Yes. No, that would not be the first time. All right, we're back at it here. It looks like the boys are getting set back up. Again, hundreds of youth lacrosse players here tonight. I just can't thank them enough for coming out. Here we go. Ball's coming in. It's going to be Wildcat ball on the wing. Minute 20 seconds left in the half. Score is 7-3 in favor of your Oregon Panthers.
The momentum could swing here too. I tell you what, if
they go into half at 7-4, I feel like Verona feels like they got a pretty good chance here.
Sure do.
We need to put the pedal down here. It looks like. I see they have Naide on the ball again. Excellent choice. As you said, good Rusty Gate there. It looked like it was again,
Yep.
his job is to make sure you don't want to hold it. And I think he's doing a great job of that.
And there you go. There's the 80 inches of titanium right there.
Jacob Cameron, hopefully with the pickup. Nope. Looks like it's a loose ball. Again, it's Nide in there on the mix. That's going to be the surgeon coming out to cover. Nide again.
And it's tough, Jim, on loose balls not to hit somebody in the back because the ball
they're
bounces
spinning,
all over.
turning. You're looking to pick it up. Wildcats bring it behind X, move it up the right side. Looking like to roll inside for a shot up over the goal. Looks like it's going to roll. It's staying in bounds. 41 seconds left. Ball moves up top on the upper left side, moves it up to top center. Jacob Cameron covering the ball, moves it all across the top right. Eric Patterson. Now we've got Seth Nade on ball. Back to Jacob Cameron, looking to dodge the alley. Good rotation from the attack. Moves it up top, trying to move it towards the middle. Roll back for a shot. Logan Leatherberry is going to have none of that. It's 15 seconds left.
That's right.
14 seconds left. We got to move this ball upfield.
And
so we've got 10 seconds left.
Adam Mickelson
up to Eric Patterson.
Shot.
Over to Drew Kesnick. Let's find Drew Kesnick.
5 seconds, Drew.
5 seconds, Drew. He moves it across, moves it to Jesse Larson. Oh, we would have looked for a shot there. And that's the end of the half with the Panthers 7, Wildcats 3.
They had their chance right at the end. They got one more shot off, but they just kind of didn't pull the trigger properly.
So it looks like the youth night is going to go out and throw around on the field.
Nice.
Mike Kesnick and I are going to take a short break here at halftime. There's going to be a short 9-minute halftime, and then we'll be back with more action in the third quarter. Again, want to thank you for OCA Media, ocamedia.com.
And welcome back to the beginning of the second half, or third quarter more specifically, here at Collins Field in Stoughton, where the Oregon Panthers are taking on the Verona Wildcats. And Jim, right now I believe Verona has momentum. You know, coming into this game, Oregon was ranked either 1, 2, or 3, depending on when the rankings came out, and I'm not so sure that I don't believe Verona was in the top 10 where they've traditionally been. However, not this year, so Verona's got to feel pretty good about themselves right about now.
Now, they had an excellent first half. I think that they're going to come out with a lot more energy. They know that they're in striking distance. This game needs to be put to bed here by these Panthers. So we'll see what Kevin Bice has up his sleeve for the second half, and we'll go from there, and hopefully we'll see a little more intensity out of these Panthers in the second half. But I got to give Verona all the credit in the world. Again, Alex Kramer's coaching a great game, and clearly he's watched his film, and he's got a good game plan for tonight. He
does, and they haven't had a whole lot of scoring chances, but the ones they have taken advantage of. So if that trend continues, then I believe the Panthers are just going to have to outshoot them.
All right, here we go. We're going to be facing off here for the second half. And welcome back to Panther Lacrosse on OCA Media. And again, we want to give a shout out to Jordan for all her help, film work. And this looks to be the start of the second half. We got a clean face-off win and a quick shot once again, but Jake Hagan is up for the test. Looks like Wildcats going to be clearing the ball here again.
There's another save.
And ball's coming up again with our man, Logan Lafler. Clears it up to the attack. Number 8, McAfee has got a couple goals tonight, Jacob McAfee. Ball's bound at X, pick thrown down there, switches up with Luke Isley, rolls him back inside. Save.
Nice save.
Looks like that's an Eric Patterson stick. Again, Eric, basketball player, great footwork. He has been a workhorse this year, up and down the field, playing both short stick D midi, long stick midi. He's got a few goals. He's just been like a Swiss Army knife for Coach Bice. Looks like we've got Schleck and Kesnick now, 2 attackmen on the midfield. That might throw a new wrinkle into the offense. Let's see how they use that. Austin Saunders is at top center. They're still got a pull on Schleck. Looks like they're switching up. Looks like a one-on-one. Look at a roll. Ooh, good look. Back down to Jesse Larson just falls out of the back of his stick. Again, we've got...
I believe that was blocked.
Logan Laffler moves it back to Jake Hagan for the clear. Ride by Aiden Teasman. Flag with a slash. So it looks like it's going to be a Verona man up. Of course, they do retain possession until the ball gets turned over, so they may get a few extra shots. We'll wait and see. Drew Kesnick's playing some defense, showing his versatility.
Yeah, some harassing behavior by Drew there with the stick checks.
I understand Drew likes to have harassing behavior, not only on the field, but like off the field with his parents sometimes, getting up late, perhaps giving trouble on the homework.
Yeah, he's a harasser.
He is. We like to call Drew the harasser.
Yes. You just got to be careful how you say it.
That's correct. So moving now, we're going to be man down, which means it's going to be 6-on-5. It's been a very clean game thus far. Not a lot of man up, man down. So Verona's going to have an extra attacker. That means that the Panthers will set it up in kind of a box in what they call a stringer. Eric Patterson's out there with a short stick. You can only have 4 long sticks on the field at a time when you're playing defense. So we've got the maximum amount of long sticks. They've got them on the outside. And then you'll see Eric Patterson split the top person on the offense, and you'll see the backside person working inside against the man on the crease. The surgeon out there with an excellent stick, Jack. Looks like he's going to take the ball away. Again, excellent defense. Thrown up to Seth. Great handle in the middle.
It was good.
Across the midline
We have a break.
Eric Patterson. Looks like a 4-on-3 break. Move the ball correctly. Across the middle. Oh, that's beautiful across.
Wow.
Tic-tac-toe. That's a perfect fast break.
That is
an exceptional fast break.
I tell you what, Jim, this is when sometimes you hear the term or the phrase one more. Well, what that refers to is one more pass, and there were 4 passes there with 3 people trying to guard it. And if you make the extra pass, there's not a lot the defense can do about it. And as you say, tic-tac-toe, bingo, bango, bongo, bing, bang, boom, however you want to say it, it's tough to stop.
I'll tell you, that's what that is unselfish lacrosse. They move that ball and just look for that extra pass. It doesn't matter who scores the goal as long as you get the goal. That's the sign of a good team and a team that's playing together. That's what we were missing in the first half, is that passing. Again, for you kids out there, no one is faster than the ball. The ball is always going to be faster than you. So if you can get a defense moving like the Panthers did on that one, you're going to have a lot of success.
And I see the Wildcats had George Walger out there with facing off with the long stick. Now, he didn't win the face-off against Slager, but
he did tie him
golly, by the time it's all over, they have the ball. So
is Slager okay? It looks like he's coming off with a bit of a shoulder and a hand. I see he's moving his shoulder. I hope he's okay.
Well, George Walger has been known to be physical.
Yes, George is one tough cookie.
Yes, I've seen him use that pole as a spear in the past.
I'll tell you, his folks are wonderful. They're actually Stoughton natives too. They were here for a number of years. Now, of course, George is out at Verona. But when we first started, John was a youth coach in Stoughton.
That's correct.
Helped coach a lot of these kids that are on the field today.
Yes, that was U11.
That's correct. John's a great guy. So he rescued a lot of dogs. Good family. Yep. So here we go. We've got the ball up top right with the Wildcats. Makes a move inside. Eric Patterson again with those good feet. Moves up top. I don't think he's going to want to test the surgeon here after the last play.
No, they didn't have the ball for very long on the man up. And I must say, Jim, when you have a man up situation, one thing that is critical is you don't lose possession of the ball.
Nope, you got that extra attacker. Good save by Logan Leatherberry. It looks like the shot's going to go past. But the Wildcats were there first. It'll remain Verona ball. They move it behind the neck, move it up the left side of the cage. Luke Pugh playing some good defense at the goal line. Moves that up to the top of the box, moves to top center. Back up top left. Jacob Cameron out there on defense. Again, Jacob's got a haircut. Oh, good check, good check.
Quicker. I believe that his 40 time is just decreased after the haircut.
Yes. Speaking of 40 times, I'll tell you that Austin Saunders, I think he's the only one in Oregon history to run a 4.1.
I heard it was a 4.09, but it was unofficial.
He's got some legs. That kid can move. All right, here we go. Luke Pugh with the ball behind the net. even with the goal. He's rolling him back up top now on the top left. Jacob Cameron back out there. Ball goes on the ground. Luke Pugh fights for it. Picked up, pass back to Logan Leatherberry, looking for a clear to Mr. Eric Patterson as usual. One more to, he moves it up to the top center. We got Jacob Cameron with somebody on his heels quickly. Moving down the middle, moves one pass in the middle. Jesse Larson with a goal.
Nice assist.
Great
nice
ball.
Yes.
Again, unselfish lacrosse.
Yep.
And Jacob moved that ball before the defenseman could close out on him. And Jesse moving well off ball. Nice catch and finish. Great catch and finish.
Yes, and as we always say, before you shoot the ball, you have to catch the ball.
And that was a great execution on both sides of that.
And we must say, Jim, it's not easy sometimes catching these balls. If you look at some of these passes, I mean, they're 50-plus miles an hour, 60-mile-an-hour pass, and you don't have a goalie stick in your hands, so it's not an easy thing to do is to catch some of these passes, and Jesse did just that.
Looks like we got Leo Schleck on the wing on the face-off. That's something you don't see every day, kind of like a unicorn.
Yes, well, his versatility, again, Leo's been playing since third grade, and I believe he's played all over the field. Oops.
Oh, I think we were looking at the wrong colored jersey that time.
Yep.
Oh, now we got a ride.
Unforced
Good ride.
error. There comes Leo.
Good check. That's Walliger again with that long stick. Feeds it over, shot wider than mark. And it's going to stay with the Wildcats. Good effort by Logan Leatherberry to chase that down, but Tackman was behind there to get there first. So here we go. Ball's coming in behind the net. Adam Mickelson on the ball carrier tries to roll him back inside. Shot and goal. I think that was just pure effort by Isaac Gormley there. Rolled him inside and rolled back. Took an outside shot to the far post. I think that's 2 goals for Isaac as well. I think he had the first one. But again, these Wildcats aren't going away anytime soon, Mike.
No, they're not. And he beat Logan Leatherberry high again. It looked like it might have been the inside shoulder or perhaps it was the outside shoulder, but I know it was shoulder high. And it almost appeared that Logan tried to use his body to make the save there, and he's been successful at that in the past. He's had a number of saves off his body, or used his body to make a number of saves, I should say. However, this is the first night, I must admit, I've ever seen an Adam's apple save.
Yep, that was with
by Jake
Hagan.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's not going to want to do that much in the future.
No, that's not a preferred position to catch the ball when you're playing goalie. You don't use your throat much.
Yes, I'd almost rather take it in the midsection, as they say.
All right, face off over to Joe Romer. Again, George Walger playing aggressive defense on the ball after the face off. I think that's a smart move by Alex Kramer to put him out there and just have your best long stick midi raring to go off the face-off. Austin Saunders with the ball up top.
Yeah,
right?
I must admit, Jim, whatever else was not working for them at face-off, so why not?
So we got Lake Rui moves the ball back to, looks like that might be Drew Kesnick.
I believe it is.
You're familiar with number 1?
I'm familiar with him.
All right, so here we go. Ball's back at X. Lake Ruiz. I think he's going to drive from X, feeds Adam Slager on the cut, pulls it back off to settle things up. Moves it to Joe Romer, moves it back over to Drew Kesnick on the top left. Driving the alley, rolls back to the middle, holds back.
Another
toe drag, excellent shot,
yes.
Jump shot again. That kid, he's got to have 4 or 5 tonight. Outstanding goal. He's slippery.
Yeah.
It's like trying to catch an eel.
Yeah, like the greased rabbit.
Yeah.
He. I tell you what, it just looked like he didn't want to be denied on that play. He did like 3 or 4 roll dodges, and the thing is, these, as we mentioned earlier, since these kids all have played with each other in the summer and they're very familiar with each other, I believe they know their tendencies. And when Lake came down off the 5-and-5 there, his typical move is to back down the defender and go over the top, and the defenders know that because they're very familiar with each other. In Drew's situation, I think Drew just did one too many, he did the finalizer or triple move, and it was just one too many moves.
I'm just happy he scored. That was a great shot. Yeah. Look at Adam Slager with that clean face-off break and a shot. Backed up by Jesse Larson.
Yeah, comes right down Lincoln Avenue. It's you're going to have to stop him if he's doing that.
Again, if nobody takes you, you keep the ball. For all you young lacrosse players, if nobody's going to step up and play defense on you, you need to take the ball and keep going until they do. That's a good shot by Jacob Cameron. Good backup here. Lake Rui chasing the ball out of bounds. Lake will be bringing in top or side right. I think we should be looking to maybe find Leo Schleck here with a short stick. So Leo's got a shorty. He's generally an attackman, so he's trying to get these mismatches. And again, Logan Lathler with the slide
he's got him.
and a goal. There we go.
Yep, very nice. And
nice break across the top, finishes from high to low. And Jake did get a piece of that, but it somehow snuck in.
Yes. And what Jim mentioned earlier, when you have many times the attackmen have the long pole guarding you. And as an offensive player, it's harder to drive and get past a person with a pole than it is with a short stick. So when you hear someone say he's got a shorty on you, that means you're being guarded by a short stick, and the advantage is to the person with the ball.
Absolutely. And so that's as you get to higher levels of lacrosse, you're trying to work that across, find the people who are being covered by the short stick. They drive, force someone to slide, and then they move the ball. Very similar to basketball, where you try to create a slide or someone to come to you, and then you move to the ball that that defender was covering. Looks like the ball's coming up, picked up by Eric Patterson, George Walger with the stick check. Eric's bringing it in. Oh, finds Drew. Drew with a great off-ball cut. This looks pretty nice.
Oh yeah,
that's
it is.
That's a goal.
Yep.
No goal. They're calling it no goal. Fiddlesticks.
They're saying in the crease, is it?
They're calling in the crease. I don't know why, but they've called that several times.
Yeah, because the ball went in the net. I did see that.
That seems odd. That was a great look, great pass, great handle by Drew. Unfortunately, it was called in the crease, but I think they'll get another chance at that.
Yes, if Verona can steal the momentum here with a goal.
I don't know. It's 11-4, so I feel like we're in a safe spot, but I don't want to jinx us either. That's good defense. Again, Austin Saunders out there, excellent athlete. Carl Brooks comes running on the field with number 30.
Yep.
Roll back.
Fresh defender out there. And Carl has really upped his game this season, hasn't he, Jim?
Yes, he sure has. And again, another three-sport athlete, wrestler, football, and lacrosse. Carl came to the sport in 7th grade and just every year has gotten better and better and better, smarter and smarter on the field. And he's just one heck of an athlete. We're lucky to have him out there. And awfully nice family, too. I'll have to point out his folks, Paul and Mara, wonderful people, tireless supporters of the program. His grandparents are at every game, just a great group. So
yeah, that's great to hear.
So we got the ball, still top right. Adam Mickelson, speaking of another great lacrosse family, he's got a brother, Israel Mickelson, who's injured at this time, also a face-off player. And then a younger brother, Cato, who is a dominant player on the U14 team. Now that's some terrific defense. Again, ball goes up. Just happened to just not bouncing our way here on the ground balls tonight. A lot of sloppy ground ball play.
And then the surgeon ends up with it. Then there he goes with the scalpel.
Right to Logan Leatherberry, finding the outlet pass to Luke Pugh. We're keeping it in here. Drew Kesnick with the effort.
Excellent.
Great job. Finds Joe Romer on the break. Joe's got it. Keep going, Joe.
Right down.
Fiddlesticks.
He was going down Lincoln Avenue there.
All right, so that's going to be ball out of bounds. It's going to be Wildcat ball on a clear. And then we've got a full ride on the keeper. What's going on? We've got it coming up the left side here. Good ride by Drew Kesnick. I think they're going to run out of time.
Look at that. Drew is very tenacious right there. What a pest.
Harasser. The
harasser, as we said. You just got to be careful how you say
use that.
Yeah.
Yes, but he is a harasser on the field. Oh, good job. They failed to clear the ball. That's just from a tenacious ride.
Yes, or would you call him a harasser?
Harasser, perhaps, depending on where in the country you're from.
That's right. And he has a brother, Harrison.
Oh, good pass in the middle. Drew. Good attempt behind the back. I like the quick shot. Here we go. Ball's coming in at X. Drew Kesnick.
3 minutes left in the quarter.
11-4 Oregon Panthers. Here we go. So who's Drew's prom date this year, Mike?
I haven't heard the lineup yet.
Oh, he could have more than one.
He could.
Knowing Drew, who knows?
Yes.
All right, good pass in the middle here, picked up by Drew Kesnick. Joe Romer moves it out to Adam Slager, who, of course, has already had prom. And there we go, Leo Schleck behind the back.
How about that? I must say that he had a very good-looking behind-the-back goal last night.
Against Sun Prairie, and again, I guess another one. There's a finisher. That works.
That's right, and he went high and finished low. And again, it's just Leo used placement with that. He just knew where he was going with it. Again, Jake Hagan has made a number of saves up high, so at this point, Leo said, well, I'm going to go low then. And Leo went from high to low, and those are tough to track.
Yeah, I mean, Leo really gets most of his lacrosse skill from his mother, Tracy, who, again...
did not know that.
Yeah,
I was going to think it was his father.
She was a 7th grade Cedarburg Bulldog basketball player. And a lot of the same moves that she uses on the basketball court, Leo has picked up and implemented here in the lacrosse field. They hours and hours with cone drills, sprints, the weight training that she puts him through, nutrition plan that she has him on. It's unbelievable. Really.
I think she has the records up on the field house wall, to be honest with you.
Oh, as a Bulldog? Yeah, absolutely.
The high jump and the first one to slam dunk, wasn't it?
That's right. First female.
Yes.
I will tell you, as her spouse, I feel like I've won the lottery. She's just exceptional. But all kidding aside,
you have won the lottery.
She is the youth boys director. She does not have a youth boy. She puts so many hours into this program, supporting not only the Oregon Panthers but just the league in general, and really her son and her husband's obsession with this sport. So we're lucky to have her.
Yep. Well, and we got to mention, Jim, that at the youth level, almost everyone involved is a volunteer.
Yeah, it's all volunteer.
Yes. Yep. And so when there's the more the community comes out for this sport, the better off they are.
Well, here we go. Ball turned over by Aiden Teasman. It's going to be a clear again, not surprisingly, Logan Laffler, but run down from behind by Jacob Cameron. Great hustle there. Must be the new haircut. Again, adding speed to his.
Correct.
Here we go. Joe Romer's playing a great bit of defense there.
Austin, turn around. No, it's Jacob Cameron. Excuse me.
That's some great defense. Get it back up to Joe.
He can also
earned
see
that.
better without the hair.
He earned that. Who's going to get there first? Drew Kesnick is who's going to get there first. No surprise.
I have a feeling there's a
right there to Joe Romer. Joe Romer, let's get a shot. There we go.
Nice.
That's Joe Romer's first goal of the season.
And that's hard to believe because I tell you what, you took a look at that shot and there was a little flamethrower on there, a little trail fire on that shot of his. So it was.
Well, he was due. I'll tell you, he dominates in practice. He dominates the one-on-ones. He continues to show up every day, and he is a beast between the boxes. He gets that ball and clears the ball, gets it upfield. He deserves a goal. I'm happy he had that shot, and I'm just happy that he was able to get one in. I think it's going to be the start of many this year.
I agree with you. And he plays mainly a defensive midfielder, and you can see why. It's, again, I think part of it's his hockey upbringing. He's just not going to let you buy him. Or if you get by him, you're going to pay the price, right?
True. Now we've got Adam Slager back at the Chinchilla Expert.
Yes.
If anybody out there would like to purchase a chinchilla as a
he's
pet.
He's got his website.
Look, he's got his chinchillas.com.
Ooh.
Good shot, good backup. Leo Schleck, I'm happy.
Drew Kesnick sends one right by the ear hole of Jake Hagan.
Here we go. Ball's coming at X. We got a roll. There we go.
This is going in.
Nope, that's a missed the shot. Fiddlesticks. But good backup again by Adam, the Chinchilla Slager.
Yes.
Here we go. Ball's coming in with Adam.
And notice Leo did go low on that, so Leo knows that he's beaten him low more than once. And Jake Hagan has stopped a number of high shots. So
I like this
Leo
matchup.
should tell his teammate Drew, go low.
Here we go. I don't think Drew needs any advice. He's been scoring like nobody's business. Again, we've got to roll him in the river. He is on fire, that Kesnick. All right, here we go. Ball's coming in. Good fake. Drew with a fake. He's got a step.
Oh, yes.
He's got him.
Oh, there.
Good
No,
save.
Jake.
Great save. Jake Hagan's having a heck of a night.
See, if he would have listened to his teammate Leo, he would have gone low. And, you said roll him in the river. I want to say the hair is right down a couple blocks away from here. So
if he keeps playing like this, we may have to because I don't want him to burn up,
No, the flame burned out too soon.
That's right. So
Johnny Rotten.
Save a few. Here we go. Ball's coming in. And that must be quarter.
That is the quarter. I tell you what, I feel like a player sometimes. In the fog of war, you lose track of the clock, and that happened to me because I did not know it was at the end of the quarter. But it is. So at the end of 3, the score is Oregon 13, Verona 4.
And I'll tell you, we do want to say thank you again to OCA Media for their help tonight in broadcasting this game again. We can't say enough about Brittany Spencer Grant, the athletic director. She's been so supportive of the lacrosse program. this has just been a huge change this year. The opportunity to play at fields like this, it's been unbelievable. She had a great evening sending the athletes at Oregon off to play at the next level. Great event. She's just been a breath of fresh air at Oregon High School and Oregon Athletics. We are lucky to have her as our new athletic director.
Yes, I agree with you. And Oregon has, as you mentioned, Oregon has played in a number of different venues this season. It's almost like the traveling Panther show, isn't it, Jim? We have home games here at Collins Field. We have home games in Oregon. And we're going to have
home games at Breeze Stevens Field.
Home games at Breeze Stevens. Where am I missing? We should talk to, was it Lacrosse with the Bucks? Maybe we could go to the Pfizer Forum.
Yeah, maybe get a game indoors, perhaps some box lacrosse.
Yes.
But we're going into the fourth quarter, and the score is 13-4. We again want to thank Collins Field for hosting our game tonight, Stoughton High School. And again, for those of you watching, we do have a JV game coming up after this. Not sure if that's being broadcast. I don't believe it is, so this is going to be the game of the night.
And let me mention, Jim, real quickly, we talked about the culture. What some people don't realize is the Oregon lacrosse program, again, with a lot of work behind the scenes, we have a large amount of numbers where we have 2 JV teams, or some people call them a varsity reserve. At any rate, it's what happens when you have a lot of lacrosse players. So it seems to be the lacrosse is a vast changing sport, and since it's growing, it's changing. When it grows, it also changes, and it's changed rapidly over. Well, Jim, I would say the last 10 years that we've been here, we've seen a number of changes from programs gaining numbers to losing numbers to summer teams coming and going. And again, if it's a lot of volunteers, once the kids get old enough, then it's up to the next group of guys to step in and take over. So hopefully we can keep that going in this community. And it is, again, a tight-knit lacrosse community, and sometimes it's the survival of the fittest, though, to be honest with you, because it takes a lot to pull off these games.
I think a lot of programs ebb and flow depending on the parents' involvement, the interest, and really what it comes down to is kids and their friends playing when they're young. You can have a group that's a very strong program, like Kettle Moraine, that isn't turning out a JV team this year. So things change rather quickly depending on the age group. That looked like Patterson got mugged out there a little bit on that faceoff, but no call.
You know, I must take this time really quickly to mention that in Oregon we have a new Jim Schlick Enthusiasm Spirit Award based on your enthusiasm that you have brought to this program and all the numbers it has gained over the seasons.
Well, that's a lot of people and a lot of time. I see a lot of youth coaches like Nick Chiata and TJ White and Ben Rothering out there. They have all put their time in. Jeff Minter, Lucas Konecki. There's no shortage of people who've put time in, including yourself, Mike. Looks like the ball's moving back to X to Drew Kesnick. Kesnick running a little two-man game with Leo Schleck there. He's getting doubled, moves it up top to Adam Slager. Moves it one more, back to Drew, back to Leo Schleck behind the goal. Leo's coming around the net, looking for someone to feed. He's going to move it up top to Austin Saunders. Austin Saunders, top center. He's looking to maybe run downhill at this short stick. I like that call. Still with Saunders, looking for an opportunity. Moves it behind the net to X. That's Drew Kesnick. Drew Kesnick again, looking with Leo Schleck to maybe run a little two-man game.
And there he goes.
He's got a step. Pass out to Slager. That's going to stay on the offensive end. Joe Romer with some good hustle to back it up. If they want to play him out there, that's probably okay. Again, Mike, always a pleasure to have you here as my partner in crime for these games. It wouldn't be the same without you, and thoroughly enjoy every evening we get to call a lacrosse
it's
game.
A lot of fun, and we get a great seats in the stadium, correct?
That's right. We get to watch every game up close. We get to have the best seats in the house.
That's right.
Leo Schleck with a drive from behind, right shot, saved by Jake Hagan.
So he went low. Leo went low again, and I think Jake was waiting for it this time.
Yeah, a right-handed shot. Jake got down quickly and made a great save. Good ride by Jesse Larson. I think we're going to get a push in the back, however.
No.
No call. Drew Kesnick.
Right.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yes.
Delayed call.
Yep.
Called from across the field, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
That's surprising.
That's funny. The person in
the furthest away made the call.
Yes, where the other ref 10 yards away didn't make it. So anyway, well,
I guess he saw something different.
Maybe this ref over here's got better angle at it. How about that?
We'll give them the credit. They've done a great job tonight.
Yes,
the officiating crew here. And again, given the shortage of officials, we can't thank them enough for being out here. So again, 31 up top of the box. Austin Saunders closing in on him quick. Joe Romer's got him. He's going to take a shot. Logan Leatherberry with the save.
There we go.
There we go, Logan. That's a good save.
Yep.
We got some options here on the clear. We're looking at Adam Mickelson moving the ball up the far side, back to Luke Pugh, over to Austin Saunders. A lot of people call him the human clear, but he sees a long pass wide open to Drew Kesnick.
Drew.
Good fake on Drew's part. Ball's loose in front of the net. Ball's popped up. Leo Schleck comes up with it.
This is going in, I have a feeling.
I have a look at a pass.
Behind the back.
Oh, shot and a backup by Drew Kesnick.
Well, it worked last night behind the back, so why not try it again?
I think it was a good idea. Why not? Here we go.
He had the shoulder dipped in the right position. Let's put it that way.
Sometimes that's the right shot. You can't get your body around. It's not necessarily trying to show off or anything fancy.
There we go.
It's sometimes just a simple that's the right shot to take.
That's correct. When your body is past the center line of the goal, but it doesn't bother Leo because he comes around the other way, is left-handed, which is his strong hand, and this time he bounced it right past Jake Hagan, and he, I believe, took a shot for it, paid the price too. I saw a flag by Fly briefly. Let's see, are they going to wave it off?
And
good?
Yeah, the goal's good. I think we're going to face off. I see Drew Kesnick holding his hand. I hope he's all right.
I believe they said cross-check 2 minutes.
It could have been because it was a very cheap shot.
Yes.
But again, that happens in lacrosse. Sometimes it's not intended. Sometimes it just happens when you're waving a big 6-foot pole. That happens. It's not.
Yep.
There's no malicious intent on 99% of these penalties. It's
they're just
the stick
athletes.
got away from.
Yes, athletes that are moving in the same direction as each other at a high rate of speed.
And you know,
something's bound to give.
If you need something, if you're feeling stressed, Adam Slager's Chinchilla Farm is something that like everybody can use, a soft, cuddly friend. And again, I can't encourage you enough to reach out to Adam about it. The Chinchilla Farm.
That's correct. We'll have to come up with a slogan. I'm not sure what his slogan is, but it has something to do with soft and cuddly.
And again, these are not used for meat or for fur.
No.
They are pets.
Yes,
these are pets.
Oh, PETA approved.
Yes, these are pets. Oh, that's a poor pass through the middle, hit the ground. I don't know where that ended up. Lake Rui with the ball. Let's move it outside. There we go, top center. Moves that up there to Leo Schleck. Leo Schleck's looking to make a pass over to Adam Slager. Right in the middle. Finds Drew Kesnick. Good shot. Great hustle by Lake Rui on the backup. No way. I thought Lake was definitely there.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a great
saying,
hustle.
Hey, you see me? I'm right here.
I ran right by the keeper. I should have the ball. Well, fiddlesticks. Let's go into the Wildcats, and I give Jake credit after all those saves running that out.
Yep.
Here we go. Ball comes back in. Can't go in and out of the crease like that. Can't pass it in and out. So here we go. Ball's coming in at the top of the box. Looks like they're doing a drop ride, which that means they're not pressuring the people with the ball.
And it works.
Well, we'll see here. I think it's going to turn out all right for those Wildcats. Oh, it flipped right out.
Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes the ball bounces your way. Sometimes it doesn't. That's the beauty of lacrosse.
That is true. That's why they say it's lacrosse. And Austin Saunders with the ball, maybe.
Great play by Austin. Just whacks it like a 4-iron up to Leo Schleck. Gets it in the box. Settling down. We got a cutter in the middle. Drew. Now he's got it across the top. Moves it over to Lake Rui. That's a shot. Oh, it's off his foot.
Was that the foot or a pipe?
I don't know. That was. I mean, it went straight out of bounds.
Yeah, that's probably a foot save.
Yeah, I'll give Jake Kagan one for that.
Yeah,
one.
foot save and an Adam's apple save.
It was a great shot. Just a good save too. Here we go. Drew Kesnick coming around full speed. It's hard to stop.
Ooh,
you can't stop.
No, not this time. Way to go, Drew.
When Drew comes through with a head of steam like that, and he drops that hands to that low shot, I'd hate to be a keeper. He put it far pipe. There's not a whole lot a goalie can do.
No, and I think Drew has had 2 or 3 shots up high stopped by Jake, and I think he said this time, I'll try what my teammate Leo Schleck has done and put it low.
So one more goal, and we'll be moving to a running clock. Looks like they're making some substitutions on the Verona end. Again, there's no lack of fight in these Wildcats, though. They are not quitting, regardless of what's on the scoreboard. They are still fighting for every ground ball like it is a tie game. So, again, that's a credit to their coaching staff, credit to Alex Kramer, and it's a credit to those kids' hearts. They just don't want to quit. And that's what I love about this sport. Like, the energy, whether you're down by 10, up by 10, you just keep fighting. And it can, some days it switches directions. Other days it's just an uphill run, but you don't quit. So give a lot of credit to all these athletes. Yes. You can see just by this ground ball fight off that face-off that there was 5 or 6 Panthers, 5 or 6 Wildcats involved, and looks like the Wildcats came up with it.
And I must say, Jim, speaking of the sport, when you give it your all and you don't quit, I can say from personal experience, when my son was in the youth, they used to lose a lot of games, but if he felt he played well and he tried real hard, he was still happy after the game.
That's just a terrific clear by Eric Patterson there. In through a lot of traffic, finds Joe Romer in the middle, moves it one more to Drew Kestnick. Kestnick over to Schleck, over to Jesse. Oh, that was a lot of passes.
Yeah.
That was going to be fun lacrosse there. I like the unselfishness on every attackman on that play.
Yes, 5 passes, I believe.
It may not have resulted in what we had hoped for, but it sure resulted in a great-looking lacrosse play. And those will pay dividends further down the line, looking for those extra passes, as you've mentioned earlier in the broadcast. Extra passes are what creates goals. And easy passes create easy goals.
Yes,
so
and it also helps with the team bonding, too, believe it or not.
Absolutely. Supporting each other that way. Oh, I think he's got a step on him. And
yes, he does.
Great save. Jake Hagan is just kept this Oregon offense at bay all night.
I don't have the stat book, but I'm going to say he's got at least a dozen in him.
That's Drew again. Another huge save. Another huge save.
Amazing.
I can't give him enough credit tonight. He's just playing some good lacrosse. Good shot. Oh, nope. I guess they're calling that a pass.
It looked like a good shot to me.
But again, Hagan having a heck of a game tonight, just standing on his head.
And I think when Drew was at X and he stuck his stick up basically to protect his grape, I think they
thought it was a pass.
They thought it was a pass.
I'd like to welcome Amy Cameron, too. She'll be taking over the reins for the Oregon Lacrosse Club come July as the new president of the Oregon Lacrosse Club. She's got 3 players in the program. After a strong tradition of lacrosse. Jacob, number 18, is her son.
It's the next wave, isn't it?
That's right. And they, again, Jake got a really nice haircut.
Yep, and he can see the ball better.
Yes, true.
When you look like Slash when it's in your eyes, the guitar player.
Here we go. Leo Schleck with the drive from up top, looking cross crease for a pass.
Oh, yes.
Jesse right on the doorstep. Off the pipe.
That was crossbar.
Yep. Gosh darn it. Good look, good shot. Just sometimes that pipe's your best friend.
Yes, it is if you're the goalie.
And I think, like I said, Jake Hagan has had a night.
Look at Drew down low. Nice feed.
That might be a problem. There we go.
Yeah, that was 3 moves by Drew. I tell you what, Jim, that was made by Adam Slager. That was a 40-yard pass right there.
On a dime. He hit him in the stick.
Yep.
He hit him in the stick.
As I say, he gave him a dime and got 9 cents of change.
That's right. Oh, I like that.
Pass on a dime. And Drew gave him 10 pennies back.
Again, if this chinchilla stuff doesn't work out, Adam, I think you got a future in lacrosse.
Yes, I think so.
All right, so we're coming in on 4 minutes left in the game, 16-4. I believe that moves to a running clock.
We'll see if the refs give us that signal. Maybe after this face-off.
Yeah, I think Jesse gave him the heads up, our timekeeper. We're going to move to a running clock after this.
I believe right after this face-off, yes. Unless they score once again.
Nope, I think once you hit 12, it's supposed to run.
Oh, if it dips back down to 11, it keeps running?
It keeps running. It's the new rule this year put out that regardless of where you're at on the scoreboard, once you hit 12, the clock goes running. So even if the other team comes back and ties the game.
That's different. I did not know that.
It's new this year.
Huh. Not sure why that is, but.
Oh, great
I'm not so sure, then again, Jim, we've ever seen a team come back from 12, but I wouldn't put it past these Panthers.
That looks like a free clear to Drew Kestnick. Oh, Seth Nide with a head full of steam.
Here's a break.
Keep going, Seth. Oh, good look to Leo Schleck. Hammer save.
Rifle.
It's right in the stick, though.
Yep,
You got to
tell
put
you
that
what,
down.
that was Leo dropped a bomb on him, and he saved it. That's a good job.
Oh, here we go. Drew Kesnick again. Gets it in the box. Possession, settles it down. Let's try and find Seth Nide with that long pole. He had 2 goals the other night against the Sauk Prairie Eagles.
Yeah, I see him jogging off, actually.
All right, we're going to move the ball on offense. I see no reason to continue to go to the goal.
Yep, I see some other. We have Ty Zurok in the game now.
We got a new attackman. Ty's a big left-handed, lanky lacrosse player.
Yeah, I want to say Kai Swanson appears to be in the game.
Number 27, yeah.
Correct.
He's out of McFarland, I believe. There we go. I think they were looking for him on the cut. He was looking to find Ty Zierwick for the goal.
Look at Drew sneaking up
like a chinchilla.
Yes, I was going to say the Wildcat, but chinchilla will work.
Yeah. Again, Drew's slippery like an eel.
Yep. Again, the greased pig.
The harasser.
The harasser.
Again, used in the most proper of terms.
Yeah, of course. As a positive adjective.
Yes. Excellent rider in lacrosse. A lot of hustle on that. Here we go. Ball's coming in. Logan Leatherberry's out of the net. Moving the ball to Adam Mickelson. Moves it across over to Luke Pugh. A little bit low. We're going to run out of time here if we don't move the ball up the field. Let's get it in somebody's hands. We got to go pick that up. Drew will get it.
Yeah, there he goes.
Right. Way to sit right on the line.
Oh, Drew does a little break dancing on that one.
Slippery like an eel.
Yeah.
Here we go. Austin Saunders, great hustle on the ground balls. Austin has been on every ground ball. Ooh, I think he may have gotten blindsided there. Yeah, I don't think that was positive. I think he's okay. I sure hope he's.
Stick check that missed the stick and hit his. I want to say his knee.
It looks like he's limping off the field. I do not like the size, the look of this, especially in the last 3 minutes of the game. I don't like to see Austin Saunders go down.
No, we're going to have to get the ice pack.
I hope that's all it is an ice pack.
Yeah.
He got whacked, blindsided. I think he's not happy.
I don't think so.
And nor should he be. That was kind of a cheap shot.
Yeah.
All right, ball down.
And so was there a flag down?
I don't know what's the call here. Whose ball is it? It looks like it's going to be Wildcat ball. I don't know what the whistle for. No, it looks like it's going Panther ball.
Perhaps interference? I didn't see it.
Not sure what the call was, but I haven't seen Austin come back up off the bench. I hope he's okay.
Let's hope so.
We need him to be okay.
Oh, a high step by Cameron.
He gets it in the box.
Kind of looked like Walter Payton there with the high step, didn't it?
A little bit with the haircut.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Ty Zurich with the ball. Up, pushing the back. He's going to settle things down, move it around. Joe Romer comes to the ball.
Yep.
There he goes. One more.
There goes Leo.
Leo Schleck with a goal.
Of course. Nice job, Leo.
All right. That's another one for the lefty.
Yes. And I want to say Leo just head faked him there,
Gave him the look up top and finished down low.
That's right. You catch the goalie, you're looking at your eyes, and then you can, use that to your advantage.
All right. Here we go with the last, minute 20 seconds. It's 17-4. Again, can't thank Jordan enough for doing an exceptional job here in the booth. She's been terrific on the film work, helping us work our microphones. Again, OCA Media, ocamedia.com.
And I must admit, Jim, we've seen this story before, where a team seems to have a chance with the Panthers, or not too far away as far as the scoring goes, and then next thing you know, you get blitzkrieged by the Panthers, and then it's 17-4. Because we were saying they being the Wildcats had the momentum later in the first half. But now near the end of the game, it's 17-4. So the Panthers turned it around like we've seen them do time and time again.
38 seconds left. Aiden Leatherberry with the ball. Again, want to thank the folks here in Stoughton for hosting us for another terrific evening of lacrosse. Again, I can't thank you enough, Mike, for all your work, your preparation, the time you spend on the stats, the hours of film work you do prior to each broadcast.
Yes, I must admit this cot I have in the booth has been used a lot.
It is appreciative. We got one more move inside. Looks like it's going to be Leo Schleck looking to feed across the middle to Joe Romer. Good save. Again, Hagen with the final save, and that's going to do it.
Yep, and so as the final buzzer sounds, the score, Oregon Panthers 17, Verona Area Wildcats 4. Well, again, Jim, I must thank you, the Dean of Lacrosse here in Dane County, with my apologies to Hale Rosenberg. We saw one hell
like
of a
ranking an amateur with a professional. Hal Rosenberg's the pro.
Yes, I must admit he's not even eligible, right? Because he's in the platinum division.
You can't really rate a mere mortal with one of those lacrosse gods, Hal Rosenberg. He's special.
With us common plebeians.
Yes.
Well, and I must say, they're going to shake hands. These guys all know each other. And the first person in line is Jake Hagan, and he should be.
He had a great game.
He did have a great game. I must say, if there is an MVP of this game for the Verona area Wildcats, you would have to think it's Jake Hagan.
100%.
I didn't have the stats tonight, Jim, but I'm going to say, 15 saves perhaps? I'm not even sure.
At least. I think at least. I might even put him in the 20s. And again, I don't know who I'd give the MVP to for Oregon. I got to say that Adam Slager, Drew Kesnick, the defense,
Leo,
all these kids just had a heck of a night, and just so happy Joe Romer got that first goal.
Yes.
And I know it's going to be the first of many.
And let's hope our friend Austin Saunders is not
okay,
seriously hurt. And so it's what a great game, what a great night. And I tell you what, if Jake Hagan made 15 saves and we, being the Panthers, had 17 goals, you're talking 30 plus shots on a goalie, and that's a tall order for a goalie.
That's a big night. Well, again, thank you again for everyone, and have a wonderful evening. We're out.
Thank you.